Hey everybody, this is episode 34 of the Daily Knowledge Project, continuing our theme all week on adhesion. As we talked about earlier, adhesion makes muscles weaker, less flexible, causes a lot of problems. If it's left alone in there, it can really cause degeneration, all sorts of problems in the joint. It's also the most fixable, most underdiagnosed problem in the human body. Doesn't show up on an x-ray, doesn't show up on an MRI, so a lot of doctors aren't looking for it. Today I wanted to talk about a concept that really bothers me, and it's actually quite dangerous out there. I'm bringing this back. I don't like this thing, but this is my lacrosse ball. I actually had to order one off of Amazon because I refuse to keep one in my office because these things are actually pretty dangerous. So there's a faction out there where people think that they can actually get rid of adhesion with a lacrosse ball. That's not the case at all. Those people are in fact completely wrong. You cannot reduce adhesion with a lacrosse ball. I'm going to get a little nerdy here and take it to a next level here, but I hope everyone can kind of follow along. In order to break down adhesion, you actually need two vectors. The first vector is you need compression on there, but then you also need tension into that. And that tension is what actually breaks down adhesion. So when you have a lacrosse ball and you jam it on an area with adhesion and you roll on it, you're actually not creating any tension or any friction. All you're doing is creating compression. And when you create compression, you jam it up against the bone. It hurts like hell when you do it, so we inherently think that we're doing something because it hurts. If it hurts, it must be doing something. But the problem is you're actually damaging blood vessels, the skin, all sorts of nerves around there, and you're actually not getting a good breakdown of adhesion. You're actually causing more damage than good. The other problem is when you do use the lacrosse ball and you roll on that, what it does is allow that area to temporarily relax because you reduce some of the pain receptors in there and you stimulate some movement. Now what happens is you get this false window where you have better mobility, but that problem is still there. So if you're out there spending a lot of time on this, jamming this into all sorts of places, it's actually doing you more harm than good. You need to get to a specialist that can get in there and break down adhesion with their hands. It actually doesn't need that much tension on it. It needs the right type of tension in the right motion. So having a specialist or a surgeon without a scalpel, as we said in earlier videos, can really benefit to get you feeling and functioning better and avoiding bigger problems down the road. So that's our video for today. We'll see you guys tomorrow.